Hi, I'm Matt Willis, Public Health Officer from Marin County with an update on our COVID-19 vaccine plan. It's been 1 month since the first doses of the vaccine arrived in Marin. I'm here at the Marin County Public Health Mass Vaccination Site located at the Marin Center in Santa Fe. This is where we put our first drive-through mass testing site in March. And around Christmas it was turned into a mass vaccination site where we can vaccinate up to 3 people per minute with multiple lanes in parallel. Over 1,000 people will be vaccinated here today. Behind me you have the area where people would be coming in to be registered. They filter through with allowing physical distancing. Then they go into another part of the building where they're actually vaccinated. And they come back into this space for that 15 minutes period of time that they need to be monitored. Then they check out for their vaccine and they're able to go. Today we have volunteers from Kaiser, Marin Medical Reserve Corps. We've got EMS and paramedics from the county, as well as volunteers from our Marin County Office of Education, staffing this along with public health and other partners. This is basically how we're going to get this done in Marin County, by coming together, bringing all sectors and all hands on deck.
There's nothing more meaningful in medicine than making a difference in people's lives, and we realize this is the beginning of the end, and one step closer with every vaccination to ending this pandemic. And when it comes to a crisis of this magnitude, COVID, the only way we can beat this is by working together and through partnership, by holding hands, locking arms together, and attacking this with a unified front. We will be successful.
We're just completing this week our Phase 1A, that's our healthcare workers. And one of the exciting things about today is that we have frontline healthcare workers who themselves were vaccinated just a couple weeks ago are now offering the vaccine to other frontline workers, those in education, coming up in Tier 1B that has just started, those who work in schools and who have been on the front lines, special education teachers, janitors, school bus drivers, and kitchen staff. That subset of staff that have been in schools that have been open to classroom-based learning, who are most vulnerable and having interactions with students every day. We think that's an important sector to bring forward as we move into Phase 1B. Over the course of the week, we'll also be starting to vaccinate some of our older residents, but only a subset of those older residents, particularly those who are members of some of our low-income community health centers. So Marin Community Clinics are federally qualified health centers. Their older residents will be coming in here to be vaccinated, as well as some of our older residents who use in-home support services, some of those most vulnerable elders who actually have caregivers to come in and offer them care at home. That's how we're able to make sure that most vulnerable set of our elders are prioritized for this limited resource we have here at the Marin Center to make sure that they're vaccinated. Over time, as our doses increase, as we have more supply, we'll be able to open to more sectors. And eventually, we hope to be able to open to the general public above age 65. For now, Kaiser, Sutter, other healthcare partners are offering vaccine to their members who are above age 65. So if you're above age 65, expect to hear from your medical provider in terms of what their plan is for you to be vaccinated. Until we're all vaccinated, it's critical to continue to do your part to reduce risk of infection. You know how to do that. Thank you again for doing your part.